Hello, everybody, and once again, welcome to Sinhanomics. As promised earlier, today I'm back with an update on Palantir. Yes, I'll do some analysis for this stock, which is quite buzzing on stock market with stellar run from $6 to $15. Yes, Palantir with the ticker PLTR was $6.27 or 26th of December 2022. On 4th of May 2023, it was $7.30. And today, on 8th of June, is going to close above $15. Yes, you have heard it right. It's a journey from $6 to $15 in 6 months' time or 5 months' time, or it's a journey from $7 to $15 in 1 month's time. It's still in the news because this week it closed 3 deals. $463 million deal with US Command to implement AI and ML in the US defense. It also has partnered with Amazon and AWS to use Foundry for their manufacturing for the Amazon customers who are using AWS. And largest of all, it has actually signed a multi-year deal. Yes, it's a multi-year deal with Panasonic of North America. And Panasonic has approached Palantir. You have heard it right. They have approached Palantir Foundry, to actually implement edge servers in their factory line. And this is a multi-year contract. And guess what? Panasonic actually is one of the largest supplier of batteries to Tesla. Tesla has operations across the world. It has factories in China, in Europe, and now is having discussion with India. Yes, they want to set up a factory in India now. So partnership with Panasonic is really quite strategic for Palantir. Now, let's discuss what the company does, and then I'll come to the financials. So, in simple terms, Palantir is a software company which uses artificial intelligence platforms to empower organizations, identify and deploy large language models, especially in the safety and security space. If I further simplify that, Palantir actually identifies any unusual or suspicious pattern in the large data sets. It's a big data company which uses AI software. So many of us think that, hey, our personal data is quite safe. We do have firewalls and we think, hey, we are quite safe there. But guys, there are many companies who can drill hole into our data security. Palantir is very popular with the government, and it has 2 platforms: AI platform for defense and AI platform for business. And let me give you some more facts. Palantir actually got in prominence after 9/11, and CIA was one of its biggest clients for a very long time, or one of the only large clients, I would call it, which was joined later by FBI and NSA. Now NYPD, New York Police Department, Chicago Police, all of them are Palantir's client. All these guys are actually detecting the data to avoid any kind of mischiefs, be it terrorism or whatever it is, any fraud, terrorism, etc. You will be very surprised to know that Palantir is credited for finding and killing Osama bin Laden. Palantir software rather. So Palantir software is credited for that. Though it has not been confirmed, Palantir has not disputed that either. On top of that, Palantir systems are getting used in Ukraine. Yes, you have heard it right. In the Ukraine Ukraine is using Palantir systems to locate Russian soldiers. And they're going to use that further for their departments as well as for reconstruction of Ukraine. So Palantir is very, very active in the defense space. I think I have talked a lot about Palantir and what it does. Let's talk about some financials. So this company was founded by two buddies, Peter Thiel and Alex Karp. Peter Thiel, all of you must be remembering, is known for PayPal and Facebook. And Alex Karp is the co-founder and CEO of the company. Actually, from 2003 onwards, this company has been there. There has been kind of increase in the revenue, but the company was in loss till the last 2 quarters. So on 31st March 2023, the company presented its Q1 2023 quarterly report. And it had actually $525 million revenue, which was an 18% growth year over year. 23% growth came from US operations, and the total revenue from US operations was $337 million. As I mentioned, it works in 2 different segments. For the government, the growth was 20%, and for the commercial, the growth was 26%. So pretty stellar growth. Also, from the free cash flow perspective, it has a free cash flow of $189 million. And the company has been having a positive free cash flow for last 8 quarters. Having said that, when we look at the GAAP earnings, and for some of you who are new, GAAP is actually generally accepted accounting principles. So if a company is presenting its P&L or the financial data, in the GAAP, everything is accounted for. Whereas when they look at the little bit of adjusted data, which is called pro forma, there they actually eliminate the one-time expenses or one-time incomes. For an example, if the company has sold some assets in a loss or whatever, they will eliminate that from the pro forma. But in the GAAP financials, everything will be there. So from the GAAP perspective, net income accountable for ordinary shareholders is $17 million. Net income from operations is $4 million. And what does this mean for us? In simple terms, the company has posted 1 cent earning per share. Yes, my friends, you have heard it right. The company, which has a quarterly revenue of $525 million, which is trading at $15 plus, is posting 1 cent profit per share. Having said that, its client base is increasing. So there was 41% increment in the customer base. So the total customer is 155. And also looking at the whole year's number, it is forecasting $2.2 billion. $2.2 billion revenue for 2023 and a net income of $506 to $556 million. That said, the most important thing which actually surprised me or delighted me, that in the cash, it has cash equivalents and short-term US treasuries worth $2.9 billion. Yes, you have heard it right. It's sitting on a cash of $2.9 billion. And that makes the company not that bad actually, as compared to some other players like C3 AI, which has just posted an annual revenue of $267 million with a loss of $46 million. And they are forecasting the whole year's revenue of around $320 million with a loss of $50 to $75 million. I think I've given you enough information, enough background about Palantir. If you guys are planning to invest in that, don't use that as a recommendation. Please consult your financial advisor for any investment decisions. At the last, let me reiterate, in my personal opinion, I think there are only 3 pure play AI companies on the Wall Street today. We all know about Nvidia, and I would say that's a real big company. And if somebody is thinking about investing in the AI play, I think Nvidia should be the first choice. And once again, that's my personal opinion. Having said that, these small, tiny companies can grow big time. So if some of you who wants to bet on that, that's not a bad idea. So Nvidia, Palantir, and C3 AI, these are the 3 pure AI play companies. That said, remember, these are not recommendations. Consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. That's it for today. I'll see you soon with some other important updates. Till then, it's goodbye from me, your friend Pankaj Sinha. Thank you everybody for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Till then, it's bye.